Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andreea. I'm a professional makeup artist based in Paris, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I do my makeup in this period of time when it's cold and my skin looks like it needs a vacation. My whole me needs a vacation, but that's just another discussion to have. It's just that time of the year when I feel kind of uninspired, a little bit moody. My skin looks a bit tired. Even if I had a few days off during the winter holidays, I feel like it wasn't enough. I feel like I need a new break. So in this period of time, I found myself playing a little bit more with makeup, applying definitely a lot more skincare, taking care of my skin a lot more, and playing with very glowy textures that will make my skin look radiant and have this very youthful look overall. So if you'd like to know how I've created this look, all the products that I'm using at the moment, then please keep on watching. This is what my skin looks like up close, and I've just washed my face, so there's nothing on my skin and no moisturizer, just nothing. I wanted you to see it up close, and I'm not going to do necessarily my usual skincare routine. I'm going to use some of the products that I love, but if you want me to create a video specifically with skincare, because I've been trying some amazing products lately, the past 3 months, just stunning products. Some of them were huge disappointments, especially those that I've paid my own money for. So yeah, let me know if you want a separate video with skincare. However, today I'm going to show you, kind of like the preparation before I do my makeup in this period of time. Just for reference, I'm in my late 30s. I'm actually 38, and I do not do any laser treatments. I'm going to start this year, but I'm doing all the research that I can in order to get the right laser treatments for my skin. So I don't do any laser treatments. I don't do fillers. I do play with Botox from time to time, but I'm not consistent with that. I'm going to use now this amazing product. This is YERBA matte. I don't know how to pronounce this. Resurfacing Energy Facial. This is from a brand called Youth to the People, and you're supposed to apply this on damp skin. I have a little bit of water here. I'm going to on damp, clean skin. Now, this is an amazing product if you have dry skin and it kind of flakes. Usually it's around the nose or around the chin. This period of time, I find that happens with my skin, and this helps to just smooth your skin. If your foundation does not sit well on your skin, you could also try this. It's essentially like a scrub, but very, very fine. I'm gonna take a little bit of water and just massage this into my skin. And I insist a little bit like here, the places where I have blackheads, and skin tends to feel a little bit more thick. I'm so happy with my current look of the skin. I know that if you are watching this and you have beautiful skin, if you've always had beautiful skin, you probably are looking at me and be like, what? Like, it's not that great. It is great for me because I come from very far. I had acne, like adult acne. So to see my skin in this stage where, I have no acne, it's looking pretty radiant. I don't have any darkness, like no melasma, no dark spots anymore. It's pretty great. Okay, now I'm going to take this cloth, remove everything, but I'm going to go to the bathroom and do a proper removal of this product. Skin is nice and clean, and I'm going to apply this peptide serum mist from UNIVERSKIN. This product is always, no matter what skincare routine I'm using, this is always my first product to apply, and also I love to apply this throughout the day. It's a product that does not actually require for you to rub it in. I'm going to pat it in because I don't have any makeup on. But for example, if you're in a dry environment, you have makeup on, you feel like it looks a bit dry, try this. It's just like an easy step that can be applied anywhere, anytime. And instantly, I don't know if you are able to see, instantly gives you a boost, gives you a bit of that glow. I love to have this and apply it also when I'm at the gym. Vitamin C serum, I have a few that I like. This one is from Summer Fridays, and it's just a nice gel texture. Vitamin C, it's been a must in my skincare routine. I like the one from SkinCeuticals as well. There are many that I like actually. The Sunday Riley also I like. By the way, I did my own nails. How did I do? I had the whole system at home, and usually it takes so long when the specialist, the manicurist is coming to do my nails. So I'm like, no, I have everything I need. How about I do them myself? The only thing is I don't know how to do them if they're long, so I cut them as short as I could, and they look like this. I kind of like it. In this color, I will put it in the description box. The whole system is from Manicurist. And what I do in order to have this shine, because the shine does not last too long, after like 4 days, the shine would kind of like fade. I apply just the gel, the top coat, on top, like every 2 days, and I put it back in the, I don't know if that's good or not, but this is what I do to keep maintaining the shine. My favorite eye cream at the moment, this is the Peptide and Omega's Firming Eye Cream from Allies of Skin. If you're on a hunt for a good eye cream, strongly recommend you this. Like, strongly. You'll be surprised of the performance of this eye cream. It not only hydrates but fights the darkness, the fine lines. It's amazing. It has peptides, it has amazing ingredients, caffeine. I've got this massive Augustinus Beta Rich Cream. I love this to use in winter. And I have to say, I don't like every product from Augustinus Beta, but this cream during the winter, there's just something about it. It's just so, so good. It didn't used to work for my skin that much. Like 4 years ago, it was a bit too heavy, but now it's perfect. Of course, the last step is SPF. It doesn't matter, it's raining, it's snowing, I will always use SPF. I currently have the Collagen Glow 100% Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50 Plus from Naked Sundays, and this makes also a great primer. Slightly tinted. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit thick on the consistency, but I've learned that the milky, the two liquidy versions of SPF, they're great under makeup and they're great as formulas because they feel so good on the skin, but they're not as resistant, meaning that you would have to apply those literally every hour in order to have the protection. So I make a compromise. I apply something that is a bit thicker, but I rather have that protection, you know. Okay, so after I spread it, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna give it a good 5 minutes to sink into the skin, and then I'll do my makeup. Okay, on the lips, I'll apply this magic lip oil from Charlotte Tilbury. It's practical because there's not a lot of product coming out. It has this little, it has a round applicator. It reminds me of my childhood. Remember those lip glosses or like lip oils we would apply with, they were on pink and many colors. This is just a little something to prep the lips. I've kind of rediscovered this foundation that I always have in my kit, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I took a break from it and now I'm back at it. And every time I take a break and then I am back at it, I am wondering, why did I ever stop? This is one of the greatest foundations of all times. I'm using now the shade 5. Now it's a bit light for me, but as I apply bronzer and blush, you know, the complexion will darken anyway, so we need to show off this beautiful foundation. Like, this is just gorgeous. This is a Makeup by Mario brush. I love this brush, by the way, for concealer and foundation. I'm gonna move on with concealer. I'll be using this concealer from Makeup by Mario. This is in the shade 180, and I'll use the other side of the brush. This quickly got on my list of favorite concealers at the moment. It's so good, so good. Products are only getting better and better, I feel. It's not gonna be great for everyone, of course, but as far as I'm concerned, this is a great concealer for my under eyes. What's left, I will get on my mobile lid. I don't do eye makeup every day. Most of the time I would just throw on mascara and that's it. But I will give you an option for a quick eye look. I've been in love with this blush from Makeup by Mario. This is so good. It's a cream blush and it's called Just Peachy. And I have two ways I like to apply this. Either with a brush, the classic way that we all know, right? But if this is challenging for you and it ends up being a little bit weird whenever you're trying to apply it, try to use it with a beauty blender. So when you're using it with a beauty blender, just take a little bit, get the excess on the back of your hand. Still have a little bit of makeup from today's client. And then just do boop, boop. It's such a good color. I have to say it would work a little bit better if I had some tan on, but I will warm up my skin with bronzer. But you know, sometimes when I have bronzer on and then I do blush, it kind of influences the color of the blush. So I wanted you to see this blush on its own with nothing around it. See how beautiful it is. Let's set everything with powder. During the winter, I tend to use less powder, but I still use powder. And I'm back at Laura Mercier. Again, one of the powders that I took a break from and now I'm back at it. I'm like, why did I even stop? So like I said, I use less powder, but I still use it. Like, for example, in summer or whenever the time is warmer, I will apply the powder maybe with a powder puff and press it all over. But I feel like now during the winter, a little bit of powder on the center of the face with fluffy brush like this is more than enough. A little bit on the nose, because I still want to have that hydration. I love this very hydrated skin. That's it for the powder. And like I said, I'm going to warm up the skin. We use this bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is probably one of the most long-lasting powder bronzer. And I don't know about you, but during this very cold period of time, I always wear big scarves. And I've noticed that with bronzer, whatever I have here, because I literally rub myself with the scarves, and they just fade. I don't know if they go on the clothes or probably they do. And I've noticed that this is super long lasting and it does not transfer, which is great. And I'm going to use Rephr 05 brush. I love this brush. Just a little bit of that powder. And I like to build my product, so you might not see anything at first as it touches skin, but I just keep on adding a little bit here, a little bit there. So a little bit on the forehead, you know the drill, wherever you want to have a little bit of warmth. But I tend to apply less bronzer in the winter and more blush. And I don't know if you've seen my videos, but I love to mix cream and powder blushes. And I also like to mix pink and peach. Now I'm going to take the powder blush, and this one from Valentino is, if you do not have anything similar, I strongly recommend you this shade in particular. This is number 2. I think this is the shade that's always sold out at Valentino. I adore it, adore it. So because this is, now let me put them side by side for comparison. So I do this as a base, and then I like to get something that is slightly not, I wouldn't say shimmery, it just has a sheen to it. It has beautiful pearls, blue undertone, just like a beautiful cool undertone. And the best brush there is, this is the new Refer, I don't know exactly the name of this brush, but I can tell you that this is the best cheek brush there is. And this I apply a little bit higher, like so. I feel like this gives me the most beautiful blush, and the most beautiful longevity, and the most beautiful finish, and super long. It stays on forever. I've mentioned this in one of my stories on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I do so many tutorials. I do step-by-step tutorials there. So check it out. I've mentioned this, whenever you're wearing a collar top or a scarf, you could use the complementary color of that top, especially if it's a nice color. You could use that to apply either on your lips or on your eyes. And for example, I'm wearing a blue top. The complementary color would be orange. I could use something that is slightly orange on my eyelids, or like coppery, or I could do like a beautiful brick lipstick. Now, it doesn't work all the time. For example, if you're wearing purple, you're not gonna apply yellow lipstick, right? But you could do, for example, like a nice golden eyeshadow. It would be amazing. That when you are using complementary colors to what you're wearing, they just pop. So it's up to you. I either do complementary, or sometimes I would go tone on tone. Like I can take the color of the scarf or whatever I'm using and apply it on the eyes as well, and I would maybe tone it down or even make it even stronger. It really depends. There are so many ways you could play with makeup. I've done my eyebrows off the camera. I was using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown, and I haven't filmed this part because I always do it. However, I do want to show you the new product that is called Brow Freeze Gel. So you know that the Brow Freeze had massive success. However, I think that this new product, the gel version, is what everyone will love because it's obviously much easier to use. You don't need a second product like a brush. The brush is incorporated in this product. And if no product ever was able to hold your eyebrows in place, I suggest you to try this. It's just so good. I love to play with eyebrows. I love to play with the shape of my eyebrows. I think that's one of the reasons why I could never commit to something such as microblading. And I totally understand if you're doing that, because you know it's hard to fill in your eyebrows every day. But I'm just saying it. I personally love the kind of like the freedom I have from having my eyebrows, you know, just natural, and I can play however you want. One day I can do them super thin, another day I could make them a lot more fuller. I feel like I've been applying too much product here. Yes, this is better. Okay, now we can move on with the eye makeup. And I have to say, I love these eye tints from Giorgio Armani. I kind of always prefer to apply a cream eyeshadow. These will dry matte. So it's not like a semi-matte finish. Like, no, these will dry matte, fully matte, except for those that are, you know, like this is metal, but still dries matte. You know what I mean? So I'm going to use number 24. I've noticed that they have different names and different numbers if you are, depending if you're in France or if you're in the US. So I'm going to check if it's the same color in the US and put it in the description box. But I just love this because it has this beautiful natural shade, and this is great for those of you whose eyelid is a bit red or a bit yellow. It's just a great base, or you could apply it on its own. I love it on its own. Look at this. This is an amazing shade on its own. Super natural. Not sure if you're able to see. Now I'm going to take this eyeshadow palette. This is from Tom Ford. And I'll take this shade. I really like this for light medium skin tones. This is just something that will brighten my eyelid. You see this matte look on the eyes. During the cold season, when I feel like my eyes are kind of, and then I'm gonna go hardcore, I'll use the gel liner from Inglot 77, the cold product. Now the reason why I'm using this especially now is because my eyes are very sensitive to cold, and also this very humid weather happening. No matter what eyeliner I'm using, they're all kind of melting, and they all end up looking kind of weird on the inner corner. This is the most long lasting. The reason why I don't use it as much on myself is because it's so hard to take it off. I mean, I've had this since this morning. I've washed my hands probably 5 times and it's still there. The perfect brush for this would be my Kitco in 122. I love this brush for especially for this product because it's nice and thin, and you can create thicker or super thin flicks. So my hair is super tight, which helps to pull my eyebrows a lot. But I always tell you, when you're doing this step, you have to look straight in the mirror, be honest. Don't do this type of motion because it will change the placement. So here I imagine there is a line between nose, end of the eye, end of the eyebrows, right? And this is just a mapping situation. As you can see, my skin is not super tight. So when I pull this on my skin, it's not going like smoothly. I have to go like This is something that I just love to apply, and it's easy for me to apply it if my hair is up. I'll be honest, it's not that easy to apply it if my hair is down. And I think I haven't done an eyeliner here on YouTube in a very long time. As you've noticed, I haven't applied anything here because I want my eyes to be slightly pulled up. That will give me the illusion that the eyes are higher. I will just fix this shape. Now, always the hardest part is to do the second one. I have no tip for you when it comes to the application. I always say to my clients, do the hard eye first. We always have like one easier eye and one harder eye, and it's usually easy to do on our right if you're right-handed, because to do it on your left, you're going to turn your hand and do this. So it's never going to be quite the right angle. That's why you feel like, okay, one is higher, plus our eyes are not symmetrical. So it's normal to struggle. Take a lot of pictures. This is what I suggest. If you want to perfect your technique, take a lot of pictures after you've done it, and you will see where the mistake is, because you kind of correct yourself in the reflection. That's why I have my monitor here so I can see myself, so it's easy for me to correct. But if I wouldn't have a monitor, I would just take pictures. Next is mascara. This is Lash Clash, and you can see why I love this mascara so much. It just gives you massive, massive lashes. And I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but it's something that I love. For this look in particular, I will do a lot of mascara on the lower lashes. And the way I like to apply mascara on the lower lashes is with the tip of the wand. I do zigzag motions, kind of like massage the lashes. I'm not sure I'm done with the eyes. I'm going to apply the lip, and then we'll see if I need to do anything on the eyes. I kind of want to intensify the shadow that I naturally have from having deep set eyes. This is a blessing and a curse in the same time. And this shadow right here, maybe we're going to intensify it just a bit more. But now I'm going to do the lips. And this is Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. And the lipstick that I wanted to use is this Valentino. This is brand new. I just got it this week. And this color is just the most beautiful, natural, like peachy, beigey peachy shade. The consistency of this lipstick is like velvet, but it's not too thick. I've tried a lot of similar formulas lately, and I have to say this is one of the thinnest with a matte. You can see it has this beautiful matte finish. It's opaque, but not fully. It's not like fully opaque. Like it has that opacity, but not like the new lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the liquid velvet, velvet liquid, I think it's called, or lip velvet. That one is a lot thicker, and it's a lot more opaque. Like you do one swipe and it just covers the lips completely. It's very comfortable, that one. It's very moussey, very velvety, but a lot thicker than this. I prefer actually this version for myself because I like very thin versions. And this shade I just adore. I could apply a little bit of shadow here, and you know what? I'm gonna go with bronzer. I'm just gonna go with bronzer. I'm not gonna do crazy. So I'll just take the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer that I have on my face. Get this in the crease. It will always look good because you have this color on the face as well. So it will just look part of the look, you know? Yeah, just a bit of eyeshadow. One of my all-time favorite liquid highlighters is this one from Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand, and the shade that I love the most is Spotlight. Again, I'll take the same beauty blender because that's just the way I like to apply it. Now, this is a beautiful glow enough. However, if you want a little bit more, and I do want a little bit more now when my skin, you know, in winter, you know how the skin is. I've been wearing this exact makeup to an event last week, and everybody complimented my skin. Like, people came at me like, "Oh my God, I love your foundation. I want to know what you've been using." Like, yeah, it's just a very rigorous makeup. I'll take a small brush, number 28 from Refer, get the same product here on the brow bone because there's not much happening, right? And I just love this extra glow. A little bit here as well. Now I have a little bit left on my hand, and with my finger I'll take a little bit and get the highlighter on my lips. It won't be glossy, we'll just give them a little sheen. Here's what the makeup looks like. Hope you enjoyed this. Guys, as usual, everything that I've used is in the description down below. I strongly recommend you to check the description box for all the details, for the most popular videos, for all my discount codes that I don't really mention, but you have them written in my description box at all times. You will find details such as my earrings. I love these earrings, by the way. These are from Cinco. This sweater was not available when I checked last time. This is from COS, and I got it like a month ago. I can't believe they don't have it anymore. I guess it was a popular model because it's just so nice. It has a great fit. But if I find something similar, I will link. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!